Hi! Today I'm going to talk about one of the most controversial ethical dilemmas that has affected and is still affecting a very wide range of nationalities, people from all income classes, all types of gender, and even across different ages. Some engage in it for business, and estimates range from $2 billion to around $97 billion in annual profits generated from it, while some try and experience it just for leisure and self-expression. It is so easily accessible that it has visited us even in our own rooms. Do you have any guess what it is? Yes, it's none other than online pornography. Online pornography, or porn for short, has gone viral and proliferated across the globe due to the exponential advancement of modern technology, i.e., the explosion of the power and reach of the internet. We can find porn all over the web. It is widely available to everyone, no matter the demographics involved. It is also a very highly sensitive matter, and today I'm going to tackle the morality and ethics of online pornography and the arguments to allow or to censor it. Many proponents of online pornography argue in the lines of art and freedom of expression. Censoring it would curtail the ability to openly express their right for the freedom of expression. They also argue that pornography, for one, does not fall under the category of immoral. Strawson, in his book Defending Pornography, argues that pornography has benefits based on some studies, and I will note two. First is the treatment of sexual dysfunction, and the second is the treatment of sexual addictions. In fact, this generation is somehow leaning towards a consequence-based morality, which says that if something doesn't hurt yourself or others, it's not actually wrong. Some statistics have indicated that around 40% of women do not think that pornography is demeaning to them, and around 60% of men think the same. Liberals, from a hedonistic utilitarian point of view, believe that censorship harms our way of life, and that no scientific research has clearly and absolutely defined the harm associated with pornography. Some liberals argue that there are couples that have reignited their marriage through pornography, thus the grounds for it. From the teleological point of view, which deals with ambition and highest good, pornography seems to be providing sexual arousal and stimulation and has great economic and commercial benefits as well. Business owners can now deliver their products to a wider and readily available audience at a faster pace, a faster rate, and of course at a lower cost. The objective is to cater to the highest good of the business owner. The highest good that is beneficial to all is disregarded because proponents of online pornography are more concerned with their profit rather than the greater societal good. Another view also argues that online pornography can lead to an individual's ambition and highest good, albeit a temporary one. The conservatives, coming from the deontological point of view, argue on the other hand that it is our duty to protect our women and our society from this evil. Another argument from this point of view is that pornography is based on perversion and exploitation of women, and of course exploitation of men, and therefore is not right according to society's moral laws. The arguments for and against online pornography will continue on for a long time. In the United States, take note of this. Aside from child pornography, the First Amendment protects all forms of pornography as free speech. Again, the First Amendment protects all forms of pornography as free speech. Well, for me personally, I would say that despite and in spite of all of the arguments for and against online pornography, my stand will be based on two. First, pornography is immoral and destroys the humanity of human beings and does considerable harm to the society. Again, pornography is immoral and destroys the humanity of human beings and does considerable harm to the society. Second, it should be taken off of the internet in any form and practice. Scientifically, porn addiction, which is easy to attain due to widespread availability in the web, leads to hypofrontality, wherein there is a decreased blood flow to the frontal lobes. Continuous viewing of porn leads to an addiction wherein, instead of using the frontal lobe, the midbrain would be the one to process the desires, and treats these desires as needs, thus the addiction. The more one is used to doing something, the more it has become a way of life and thus becoming a routine or a need. In this case, porn or the viewing of porn destroys a human being's will, power, and restricts individual choice. We wouldn't want that, do we? We also don't want that to be readily available online. And of course, as a married man, it wouldn't be fair to my wife and to anybody's for that matter. It would ruin my marriage by two things. First, it breaks trust. It incites infidelity. In fact, it's infidelity. It's looking at other women other than your wife and fantasize about them. Whether we like it or not, as husbands, our wives do not want us to look at other women, much more engage in pornography. Online pornography would make it easier to cheat on our spouses as it is readily available with just a click of our mouse. In fact, that's also very much adultery. Secondly, it creates absurd standards and expectations. For one, porn is entertainment. It's a show. It isn't real. By engaging in this endeavor, people create a fantasy. We do not want to live lives of fantasies. We would want to live real lives with real expectations. Porn teaches people to never be satisfied, much more never be satisfied with your life. And for me, this is very, very unacceptable. With this, my stand would be to prevent access to online pornography. In fact, take it all down. Leave nothing. It is our right to have a just and worry-free society. It is our right to have our kids protected from this evil. It is our wife's right to be respected and loved as she is. And so I say, no to addiction, no to porn. How about you? What's your stand?